Go.
Hey there, friends. We are so excited that our Live2Lead Church Edition is coming up. And our location where we're having it is Immanuel United Methodist. So joining me today is the lead pastor there, Dr. Kelly McClendon. Hey there, Kelly.
Hey, how are you doing?
Well, I kind of got a special relationship with Kelly because he's my pastor. So I'm going to be on my good behavior today. But for now,
I've seen both.
you have. He's seen the ugly cry too. So thanks so much for giving the leaders in the tri-state this opportunity to come together and raise that leadership lid through Live2Lead. And we're so glad to have the church edition because, you know, God's centric in everything that I do, I know, and everything that you do, but to be able to bring our church leaders here, I mean, it's going to be awesome because it's not any brand of church specific, no denomination. All sorts of leaders from all different denominations are invited and welcome to come. And we did that intentionally, right, Kelly?
Right. Yeah. We're just part of a larger extended family in the Christian family, and we're not denominationally oriented here. We're part of a denomination, but we're just Christians trying to advance the gospel and help churches prosper all around.
Yeah, so I love doing kingdom work, as you very well know, and this is just one of the opportunities that we have to do that. So I'm excited about the speaker lineup, as always. So you know our big keynote speakers who make their living oftentimes on the speaking engagements that they do, and these are high, exciting, inspiring kind of folks. But is there anyone specific between John Maxwell, Valerie Burton, Jamie Curran Lima, Ed Milet, and Jeff Henderson, any one of those that kind of stick out to you more than the others?
Well, I've had experience with John Maxwell in the sense that I've gone to several of his events over the years. I've been, when I was in my doctoral program at Asbury, I even got to meet his team and kind of work with them behind the scenes and had private meetings and whatnot with him and some of his crew. And he always puts on good events. And I think in this season, it's particularly helpful. I know for me, it's been a long 10 years in the last 2 years. It's been a challenging season of the life and ministry, and needs some encouragement and needs some kind of vision casting to kind of get through the doldrums that set in through some of a extended period of grief and loss and the challenges of the COVID kind of pandemic season and whatnot. And so I'm looking forward to it. And he's done that for me before. I've been to those events and come away refreshed and energized for the next season of ministry. And so I'm hoping for that again. And then of course, Lakita Gilmore, who's going to be in person, is probably the person I'm most excited to listen to and to hear. I enjoy the video-based stuff, but the video in person will be good. And then I think she has a unique perspective as a woman in ministry, a woman of color, and but just her own passion from the time I've met her and talked with her, inspiring and challenging at the same time. Because on the one hand, I thought, man, I need to get back to work because she's passing me standing still. But on the other hand, it wasn't that I thought, well, like I thought I want to try to keep up with somebody like this because she's so inspiring. So
let's talk a little bit about what Lakita will be talking about. And I think that's really kind of what got you excited. And it's a challenging subject. How are we going to be staying relevant in today's society? Because things are not what they were a year ago. Things are definitely not what they were 10, 20, 30 years ago. So talk to that for a little bit.
Well, the part of it that caught my eye was really, you're always trying to think about how to connect with people and how to make the gospel, the word we use, relevant, means just to make it catch their attention and show how the gospel is applicable to all their times and places in life. But the part that caught my attention was she said, you know, helping leaders lead and raise up leaders. Because the one thing I've learned in the pandemic is the kind of the long-term health of the church is going to be dependent on it being dispersed. The dispersed, not just among leaders, but even geographically in people's homes and the day-to-day life. In other words, you've got to help people learn how to be Christian leaders in their own day-to-day lives. And you can't have it centralized in the church and centralized in the staff. It's got to be dispersed among different people taking responsibility to share the gospel in their workplace, in their homes, in their neighborhoods, in their communities. And then they've got to be networked together relationally because that's going to be the thing that sticks. So the people that we lost in the pandemic are the people that weren't connected to other people, that didn't feel themselves, they didn't feel that they were leaders. They thought, I'm followers. I don't know what to do now. I don't have a network of relationships. And they're the ones who are having the hardest time getting involved. So going forward, we need to put more emphasis on connecting people, building relationships, raising them up to have a sense of responsibility for their spiritual life and the lives of other people. And I think she, from the things she said, she will help with that.
Right. I think it's going to be a challenge for each of us as leaders. One of the things John Maxwell continuously says is the hardest person to lead is the person on your driver's license. So when you think about that, Lakita is going to give us lots of challenges as individuals, as Christians, and as leaders in our communities, our churches, and our workplaces. So I'm looking forward to hearing from her. Our venue is great, of course. I love our church. So it's going to be a buzz with activity. We're going to have young people there playing upward basketball in another area, and we're going to be in one of the other locations. People are going to get Chick-fil-A breakfast. I'm going to get the plug for Chick-fil-A. And Substation 2 also is going to be providing us lunch. So with registration, that's what people are getting. And I'm really excited that we have those people who are vendors too, that want to support not just the Live2Lead event, but also to support our church leaders as we're growing and developing.
Yeah.
So
awesome.
Any last words you want to say to the folks out there to get them excited and geared up to come? I mean, we're really close to this. It's coming up on February 19th. It's going to be from 9 to 4, by the way.
9 to 4, yeah. I just think that you shouldn't miss an opportunity like this. It's kind of, maybe some people getting this news late, but they really should pray about it, look at their calendar and think, I could take this time. And if you can take the time, you should take the time, because it will help you. It'll encourage you, it'll inspire you, and you'll be better able to provide leadership in your church. Your spiritual life will be benefited. And so you'll be blessed to be a blessing. And that's what we should always be looking for, opportunities to have and do.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to having just a bunch of different people connecting with one another with that one purpose in mind, and it's kingdom work. I'm excited.
Amen. Amen.
All right. So
All right.
February 19th, you can register at Live2Lead, NKY.com, the church edition. We'll see you guys there.
Go.